Good morning. Another drive through with Don. We're still going through some of the COVID-19, and it's interesting because a number of years ago we had a number of clients that said, "Hey, tell us about matrix organizations." And matrix organizations are very unique and different, but I've found that in this current day and time, this current crisis, is part of what clients are going through. The ones that have developed, implemented the thinking and the structures for matrix leadership actually seem to be doing better. They seem more flexible, they can move quicker, they're bringing more resources to bear, they're getting more balanced perspective in making decisions. And there's some now that have approached us and said, hey, we want to institute this now. And I think it's going to be a very valuable thing to do. But I want to also mention a couple things about it. For those of you that don't know matrix organization, basically the way it works, instead of Joe having one boss, Frank one boss, Susie and Tom one boss, in this example, Joe's going to actually report on project or client B to one boss. We'll then have a different boss for project or client C. We'll have another boss here. Now, he's not working on project or client A. Frank, though, is only working on one project or with one client. Susie is working on all four. So instead of having a traditional hierarchy where I have a boss, you're really creating not solid lines, but a lot of dotted lines other places where I as an employee, I as a leader, I as a manager have to be able to juggle more conflicting priorities. Now, somebody that can do it can be very effective, move quicker, bring their capabilities, wisdom across an organization at a much broader level. In a way, what you're doing is you're bringing marketing, production, implementation, installation. You're bringing all of it to the forefront up front. So generally, you have a much stronger launch of a project, or you build a much stronger relationship with a client through it. And there's a number of ways to do it. But what I really want you to take out of this is, one, for somebody with the capabilities of juggling different priorities and serving several masters at once, it's actually very valuable. It can be fun for them. It's great for the organization. And then externally, you'll find that clients and projects you run actually run a lot better. Not all organizations can do this. The danger is it can become somewhat political. There's also a danger that some people can't handle the additional movement, complexity, discrepancies, paradoxes in it, if you will. So you've got to make sure you've got people that are capable of handling it. You might find you've got a leader that you promote to handle this and they just can't do it or won't do it. You might find you have others that, surprisingly enough, rise to the occasion. They become very, very valuable. I also find some organizations try and put this in place over a 3 to 6 month period. My opinion is you've got to do it over a 2 or 3 year period. You begin to work it in bits and pieces, and you slowly scale it up, cascade it down, roll it out, however you want to say it. So if you're interested in matrix organizations, I think there's a lot of value, but it is a long view. It's also, you got to play the long game if you're doing it. Can make you a much more powerful organization. There's a lot of press out there about it that I think is a lot of theory that says it works or it doesn't work. I find in the right cases it does work, especially if it's implemented well. There's some cases it just won't work well because the thinking, the approach, the attitude towards it isn't going to work based on the people in the organization. So I would share with you to look into it a bit. If you'd like to chat about it, my email is dhadley@appliedvisionworks.com. My cell phone is 919-368-9008. We also have written a number of books. We've done a bunch of podcasts on WPTF radio. We have written numerous articles, so we're on LinkedIn, Twitter. We've got a YouTube channel, so there's a lot of stuff out there if you just are looking for information without wanting to interact. But if you want to interact, get some short, quick feedback on something, be glad to talk to you. Thank you for your time.